The princesses of the kingdom gather with one goal in mind to save Finn, who still shows no signs of recovery. Meanwhile, Fiona is caught in the middle of an existential crisis, completely unaware that in the process she's unknowingly letting the Huntress wizard fade away. It all begins with one of Fiona and Cake's wild adventures. This time, the Ice Queen has captured Flame Prince and our heroines rush to save him. The prince tries to escape by turning up his flames, but the Ice Queen's Frost-tomaton douses them with steam, leaving him completely drained. In a moment of fury, the Ice Queen freezes Cake inside a block of ice, which drives Fiona over the edge. Without thinking twice, she grabs Cake by the tail and hurls her straight at the Ice Queen, knocking her out cold, though she accidentally hurts her friend in the process. The Frost-tomaton lunges at Fiona, but she slices off one of its arms with her sword. When that's not enough, she morphs her weapon into a larger, deadlier version, splitting the creature in half and freeing Flame Prince. Worried, Fiona kisses him to bring him back, and the touch reignites his flames, but the heat becomes so intense that the entire place starts melting, forcing them to make a quick escape. Then we jump back in time to when Fiona's world had no magic at all. She lived a perfectly normal life, exercising and rushing around trying not to be late. That's when she first met Cake, in her earthly domestic cat form, and also Felix, the human version of Flame Prince. Back in the present, things aren't looking good. Queen demands $50,000 to sell them the property and get their stuff back, a ridiculous amount. If they don't pay up by the weekend, she'll turn Sweet Spot into a parking lot. Ellis offers his savings, and while Marshall could easily ask his wealthy mother for help, he refuses. That's when Gary suggests throwing a fundraiser, and Marshall volunteers to handle the music. Meanwhile, the Huntress wizard has fallen into the hands of the worst plant caretaker imaginable. Though she's grown a bit, she's desperate for water. She tries to find it herself, but fails miserably. To make matters worse, baby Finn nearly kills her by accident, until Fiona swoops in just in time, grabbing him before heading out with everyone to the event. From another dimension, Prismo and the Cosmic Owl watch everything unfold, betting on the Huntress wizard's fate. Prismo is convinced she'll die before Fiona even realizes what's happening. Scarab questions why Prismo allows that kind of reality crossing in the first place, since the Huntress doesn't belong in that universe. Prismo explains that the forces that pulled her there go beyond the limits of the multiverse itself, though Scarab doesn't believe a word of it. So Prismo decides to show him something on his screen. The multiverse appears as everyone knows it, and then another one. A hidden realm where the Huntress wizard was dragged. In that dimension, Prismo has no control at all. The Cosmic Owl leaves to fulfill a death dream, while Prismo stays behind, wondering who's going to die next. Meanwhile, in the Candy Kingdom, Finn is still being examined by Princess Bubblegum, who confirms what Simon had said long ago. Finn has been poisoned. That poison is killing him, yet somehow, it's also keeping him alive, a mystery that defies all logic. Despite the chaos taking over the castle, Princess Bubblegum tries to stay composed. She needs more samples to continue her research, but before she can move forward, a group of princesses suddenly shows up. They've all heard that Finn is on the verge of death, trapped in a deep sleep, and believe they can wake him with a kiss. Bubblegum immediately blocks their way, but that doesn't sit well with them, especially Lumpy Space Princess, who refuses to be left out of the drama. Back in Fiona's world, she's desperately searching for a place to host her fundraiser. Then it hits her. The park. It's spacious, free, and looks perfect. She asks Hunter for help getting the permits. He agrees to talk to his superiors, though he can't approve it himself. But in true Fiona fashion, she gets distracted mid-conversation and ends up getting whacked by a tree branch Hunter was trimming. Embarrassed, she runs off and bumps right into Felix. The moment she sees him, her cheeks flush. She clearly still feels something for her ex. Felix tells her he just released a new song and has a live show that very night. He invites her to come and she happily says yes. Meanwhile, in O, things spiral out of control. All the princesses manage to sneak into the castle thanks to the Muscle Princess help. Bubblegum begins to lose her composure. Nothing is working, not even the antidote. And now that the Huntress wizard has vanished, taking with her what seemed like their only hope of saving Finn, everything feels lost. Marceline half-jokingly suggests that maybe they should just let the princesses kiss him. Who knows, maybe one of them will actually work. Princess Bubblegum immediately refuses, calling it a ridiculous waste of time, but Marceline quickly exposes her, reminding everyone that it was her idea to begin with. Embarrassed, Bubblegum blushes and reluctantly agrees to try the experiment. Meanwhile, Cake is designing the flyers for the fundraiser, but while distracted, she ends up doodling her crush all over them. Feeling bold, she decides to call M. and ask him out. He agrees, though he has no idea where they should go. Just then, Fiona bursts in to tell her they have plans at a nightclub. That night, problem solved. That evening, the three head to the club where Felix is performing. The place is packed, loud, and chaotic. Not exactly Cake or M's scene, but Fiona is thrilled. She sees this as her chance to reconnect with Felix. However, when DJ Flame is introduced, Cake instantly realizes why they're really there. She drags Fiona to the bathroom and points out the obvious: Felix is the one who broke up with her. But Fiona refuses to accept it, insisting he still has feelings for her. Cake gets a text from M. saying he's leaving because the noise is unbearable, and she decides to go too. Fiona returns to the dance floor just in time to see Felix calling his girlfriend up on stage. For a brief moment, she thinks he means her, until she sees the real one. Her heart shatters. Humiliated and heartbroken, she starts drinking uncontrollably. Elsewhere, the Huntress wizard is dying. Fiona forgot to water the pot, and she's slowly withering away from thirst. Exhausted, she falls asleep and connects with the warrior spirit. Frustrated, she laments having Finn's salvation literally within reach, but being unable to act. She wishes she could return to the root space where it all began, to find her way home. The spirit can't help her directly, but offers a hint: follow your root. Back in Oo, the princesses take turns kissing Finn one by one. None of them manage to wake him, until someone unexpected arrives: Flame Princess, his great love. If no other kiss has worked, maybe hers will. Meanwhile, in Fiona's world, she arrives at the park and apologizes to Cake for ruining her date. When she spots Hunter entering the parks department office, she decides to talk to him. She confesses that she thought her ex still loved her, but she was wrong. What hurts the most isn't losing him. It's realizing his new girlfriend looks almost exactly like her. Surprised, Hunter tells Fiona he actually knows the girl, her name's Fennel, and according to him, she's an amazing person. Those words only make Fiona feel worse. Out of pure hurt, she claims to hate everything related to Fennel. Hunter tries to comfort her, reminding her that she's also a wonderful person, but Fiona, confused and vulnerable, tries to kiss him. He doesn't pull away because he doesn't want to, but because he doesn't want it to happen like this. Embarrassed and heartbroken, Fiona walks away and heads home alone. In the land of O, things aren't getting any better. Flame Princess, Phoebe, turns out not to be the one after all. Her kiss doesn't wake Finn, and to make matters worse, she accidentally sets part of the place on fire. She even admits she's already seeing someone else. The only one left to try would be Muscles Princess, but everyone knows that's not worth the risk. While Princess Bubblegum struggles to stay composed, Muscle Princess lifts Simon up and accidentally knocks all his belongings to the floor. Among them is the Enchiridion. The moment Bubblegum sees it, she has an epiphany: the key to saving Finn might be hidden inside that book. She stops the other princesses before they leave, assuring them there's still one last hope. Just then, Simon's phone starts ringing. It's Fiona, trying to reach him, but the phone is still lying on the ground and he doesn't hear it. Meanwhile, Fauna stumbles home completely drunk and heartbroken. She feels like a total failure. She couldn't save the fundraiser, lost her ex, and couldn't even keep a simple plant alive. Crying, she collapses in front of the Huntress wizard's pot. Her tears fall into the soil and miraculously bring her back to life. In another realm, the cosmic owl fulfills his promise and creates a death dream for Grand D. In this dream, Grand D is herding a flock of humanoid sheep. Everything seems peaceful until a wolf attacks one of them. Grand D easily stops it, unaware it's a trap. The wolf turns on him, and Grand D dies inside his own dream. When he wakes, he thinks it was just a nightmare, but soon realizes the truth. The dream was a warning. His fate is sealed. Not long after, he's killed by his own son. Prismo and Scarab watch the scene in horror. Neither of them ever imagined that this would be Grand D's end. And with that tragic, inevitable twist, the episode comes to a close.